What's up, everyone? Jason Gilbo here at JGilbo11, taking a look at some pitching options on tonight's 15-game slate. Above average arms going tonight, a pretty good pitching slate. Had a decent one yesterday, which kind of did not pan out. I mean, Kershaw did not look right. And by right, I mean just not up to his usual self. Severino, not great. And it kind of transitions me into Tanaka here. Going tonight, Tanaka's a guy who he's missing bats, 12.3%, 17.3% strikeout rate. I think that comes up here. Not only allowing a ton of hard contact, rolling some ground balls. So, I mean, Tanaka hasn't been bad, but watching the Yankees game last night, it just was not fun to watch this Blue Jays team kind of go around, just smack around your hitter and kind of be annoying and pesky, which I think that might be how they're going to be going on. I mean, strikeout rate is going to drop here pretty soon for the Blue Jays, just with the bats that are in it. So with Tanaka, I think I'm staying away for the most part. I think there's some other options you can go with. I just don't know if he's going to be able to pay off that price tag. I mean, it's high on both sides. So, guy that I am looking at, and who the strikeouts have been there for, Chris Sale. I mean, my God, what he's doing this season has just been absolutely phenomenal. 37.4% strikeout rate, 4.3% walk rate, 17% swing strike percentage. I mean, Sale here and against Baltimore, who has just been abysmal against lefties. I mean, 26% strikeout rate against lefties so far this season, 20th in WOBA. They were worse before the CC start. So Sale comes in as kind of the top option. I think moving forward after him, we do have some interesting guys you can go with. I mean, Corey Kluber, Justin Verlander, I'm not particularly thrilled with either of the matchups there, and the prices are a little bit too high for me. As far as like logical GPP moves, I still don't even think they make my cut. Verlander just has issues with the Indians. He doesn't quite look all the way right. Kluber's been a little bit rough for my taste outside of the White Sox start. So for me, I think it's just you rather pay down and look at other options. John Lester, not really in a good spot against the Phillies, who can run and kind of get on base. And Lester still isn't making the move to the point where I'm just really loving it, because at this point, I mean, 8.5% swinging strike rate, 21% strikeout rate. I'm just kind of not in love with these top options outside of Sale. Chris Paxton's a guy who I don't mind because he's really tough on righties, and I know the Angels are going to roll out a lot of right-handed bats, but you look at Paxton, 31% strikeout rate. That's the second highest on the slate to Chris Sale. You look at this Angels offense. I mean, against lefties, middle of the road, they don't strike out a ton. They're not going to hit for power. They're not going to have a ton of hard contact. I mean, Paxton's been pretty good at limiting that. Strikeout upside might be a little bit capped, but I mean, Paxton is extremely dominant righties. I could see maybe a few more than the Angels are used to. So I don't mind Paxton. Paxton and Sale are kind of the two lefties I'll be taking a look at tonight. Ervin Santana, interesting arm, because I mean, I feel like he's been a little bit overperforming. 21% strikeout rate, but he's not missing a lot of bats, 8.4%. Low 90s fastball, keeping the ball in the park. I mean, he's been good going back to last year. Average ground ball rate, it's just kind of hard to look at him and go, what's he doing? I mean, he's inducing a lot of weak contact, which is good. 25% hard contact rate. Walk rate's been average. Look at this A's team. I mean, against right-handers, they've been, not bad, but not great either. I mean, they are striking out a ton. They do hit the ball hard, 35% hard contact rate, but 25% strikeout rate against righties. So I do like Santana. I think he's a cash game worthy SP2 on DraftKings. FanDuel is just more of a GPP guy. I just still rather pay it for Sale there. So he's not a bad option tonight. I do like him quite a bit. As far as other names go, I mean, you do have some cheap guys you can take a look at. I mean, Matt Moore against the Dodgers. I mean, Dodgers against lefties still isn't all that great. 25th in WOBA this year, 21% strikeout rate, low ISO, 121. Moore, I mean, he's just a matter of a guy where the command's there and he's got control of the curveball. There's a lot of potential. Cash game guy, I can't get behind, but I think GPP-wise, he's a good option type. I'm not quite sure how many people are going to be going that route. Been a little bit unlucky this year, I guess you could say. BABIP there, pretty normal, but kind of the home runs have gone out 17%. I don't quite see that kind of holding up, but I don't mind that more in the GPP fashion, but that's about it for me. Jose Quintana, interesting guy tonight. Royals against lefties, god awful, 30th in WOBA, 23.3% strikeout rate. You look at Quintana, I mean, obviously you saw them just a start ago, 23.3% strikeout rate this season. WHIP is unusually high for him, 1.47 WHIP, 1.53 home runs per nine. BABIP not incredibly high, left on base percentage 70%. So he hasn't been quite Quintana like we've seen over the last few years. So I think while the matchup's good, I still hesitate a little bit. I think he's just kind of leaning more towards GPPs for me. I still prefer Paxton, still prefer Sale. We're going to get to another guy here that I like quite a bit. And that's Tyler Chatwood. Fine on the road. I still think he's not that great of a pitcher, but serviceable. Good fastball there, 94 average on the velocity. 8.5% swinging strike rate, 17% strikeout rate. It's not great, but for Coors, I mean, it'll shoot up on the road. We look at this Padres team against righties. I mean, striking out at a tremendous rate, 26%. 24th in WOBA, going to Petco Park. I think Chad was in a good spot for a quality outing. Great GPP play on FanDuel if you want to load up on some bats. SP2 worthy on DK. I definitely don't mind going that route. As far as the last guy I think that I'll be talking about here is Carlos Martinez against the Brewers. Brewers offense is hot. If it's without Ryan Braun, it takes a little bit of a sting out, but you still obviously have some lefties there. 26% strikeout rate. I'm curious to see how many people go with Martinez. If he's going to be a little bit chalky, I might as well just take some shots elsewhere. But the strikeout rate is there for Martinez to have some potential. I mean, third highest on the slate. He's missing bats. I mean, 12.7%. So Martinez, I do have some interest in. The walk rate's been unusually high, nearing 11%. So I might be more inclined to kind of fade Martinez and actually chase him tonight, even with the high strikeout rate, and kind of go with some other options. So for the most part, Sale, Paxton, Chatwood, I don't mind using tonight. Irvin Santana as well. Carlos Martinez, Matt Moore, good GPP plays. Guys I'm off of that are talented names. I mean, Tanaka, Matt Harvey, Cole Hamels. Those are guys I'm just kind of staying away from. Quintana, borderline, Kluber, Verlander. I'm not really liking the appeal tonight as far as the pricing goes. And I feel like it's a little bit more of a trap than anything with the names. So I'll be staying away and kind of leaning towards those other guys tonight. So let's wrap things up here. You can head over to DaveFantasyCafe.com, our great tools and content. I'll be looking at 5 pitchers in the Pitcher Pulse article that I'm really keen in on, so you can take a look there as well.